Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you a doll show that I went to in the weekend run by the New Zealand Doll Federation, and then at the end of the show I'm going to show you what I picked up there. I apologise for the recorded narration, but it was a bit difficult to talk while I was here just because of the background noise level. So this is the show. It was held in Hamilton and it was really cheap to get into. It was only $7 per adult, and then the kids were free. And this was the first stall right in the door, and I think I'd been there all of about 3 seconds where I picked up a doll and bought it, and I'll show you that one at the end of the video. So it was just stalls set up around a hall, and they just had stuff on display, and most of it was for sale. So they had everything. They had hand sewn clothes, knitted clothes, porcelain like materials and fabrics to sew clothes. They had Cabbage Patch dolls, second-hand Barbie dolls, porcelain dolls, knitted and cloth dolls, and of course teddy bears, because it was a doll and teddy show. They also had some old books and some other old toys, just a few. I saw a Northern troll and a few wooden toys, so not a lot, but they had some other things. This is a whole rack full of Cabbage Patch doll clothes, which is so cute. I don't personally collect Cabbage Patch, but it was a really good fair to go to if you did. The stall here was my favourite, and where I bought probably 80% of everything I bought. They had second-hand Barbie dolls, and they had a lot of them, and a lot of them, as you can see there, are still in their box. And then they also had like a bargain bin of $3 each Barbies or 2 for $5. So I got a lot of doer-upper dolls from there, as well as brand new ones in their boxes. And my sister actually got some real bargains. She got a Beyonce doll brand new in her box for $20 from that stall, and a gem doll from the 80s with her clothes still on, and that was $1. One thing that stood out from the show was that there are a lot of doll collectors who make dolls. That's not something that I do. I don't feel like I would be creative enough to know what I was doing, but it certainly was really interesting to see a lot of dolls that had been made by the collectors. In particular was 2 dolls that were made from clay, one that was Alice in Wonderland and one that was a mermaid. Also full of materials for making dolls, so this is a whole bunch of beading and eyes, and a little bit further down there's some like porcelain casts, so it was really interesting to see it all. So before we got there, and we got there not long after the doors opened, they'd also had a show where they'd given awards out to different dolls, and these are some of the dolls that won awards. So I'm going to flick through now really quickly and show you the rest of the show, and then I'll come back and show you what I bought. Just a couple of random photos. This one is my child's pram all loaded up about halfway through the show, and this one here is my boy posing with a bear that had won a prize. And this is the weather that we came out to at the end of the show, with all the dolls, and some of them got wet. So now I'm going to show you the dolls that I bought. So I got this Marilyn Monroe doll in her box for $20, which was such a bargain. And the one next to her in her box, she was $15. And then on the left hand side I've got the American Idol doll, which I got new in the box for $15. I collect vintage Polly Pockets, and so I got this Little Mermaid one, and these dolls were the 2 for $5 box at the stall I bought the most out of, so I picked up quite a few out of there. Next I got these 4 Disney dolls. Now they're not in their original outfits, they're actually in outfits that the lady running the stall has handmade. They're quite nice outfits. I'm not sure if I'll try and source some other outfits or whether I'll just keep them in there. This one in the pink though is in her original outfit, and those 2 Barbie toys are McDonald's toys from the 90s, which I picked up for 50 cents each. And I also got these dolls. So this Portrait in Blue, that was the very first doll I picked up as soon as I walked in the door. She was $15. I got Strawberry Shortcake for $8, and the 2 little Strawberry Shortcakes were $2. And I picked up Scarlett O'Hara, who you might have seen earlier in the video. She was $22, and she comes with her original stand. I also picked up these dolls in a $2 each bargain bin. So I've got Esmeralda there, but she's actually wearing Belle's dress, and I hope to be able to reunite the dress with the owner and a dress for Esmeralda. And then next to her is a High Five doll, so she was from the Australian TV show. And next to her is just a vintage Barbie in a really nice dress that I really liked. And next to her is the Happy Birthday Barbie. I'm not sure which year she is, I'll have to look it up. And then next to her is one of the moulded Aurora Disney dolls. So this is the last of what I picked up. There's a bedtime Barbie there that I used to have when I was a kid, so I got her for $1, and a little knockoff Strawberry Shortcake, and some Disney figurines, which were in a bag. I think it was $1 for all 4 of those. And one last Polly Pocket, which doesn't have its figures, but that was $1 too, so I thought that was a real bargain. That's all we've got time for. There's another show in October, so keep watching.